instrumental in the early development of automobiles, and it's very important to Estes Park because the steam car helped develop Estes Park because it was the transportation. This is a 1910 or 1911 Stanley steamer, model 72. It's a 20 horsepower car. Now, the reason we say 10 or 11 is many cars were not in their entirety when we found them. And so we have had to restore these cars. And I would say this is an excellent replica of what a Stanley steamer was. Most of the components are Stanley. They just may not be from the right year, but it's important in preserving history that we can get these out before the public so that they can see what history was about. The uniqueness of it is this is a roadster. It's very light, it's very fast. Other cars that were what we would call a sedan or an open touring could have twice the weight, and they would not be as quick and nimble. This was meant for the gentleman of 1910 who wanted to turn heads, and that these cars would move quite rapidly. They're a lot of fun. Car will go about a mile on a gallon of water. Therefore, you're looking at 20 miles. You need to be looking for water. It's a great way to make a lot of new friends in the world.
The reason why we use Stanley steamers on the roads up to Estes Park in 1909 is the roads were terrible. They were washboard. They were just a complete disaster. And the Stanley steamer was the only car or vehicle that could go over these washboard in the road without tearing out clutches or stripping transmission gears. The Stanley steamer has great torque at 0 RPM, and they could crawl over any obstacle, over rocks, curbs. So crossing rivers, they didn't need a bridge. That's where these really did well. But the better roads, when the roads became better, that was kind of the end of the Stanley steamer, because all of a sudden the gas cars were getting better and they were adapting to these better roads.
Man and machines went to work. The rutted mud gave place to smooth ribbons of pavement, wide enough for two cars to pass each other. And the roads became longer. They pushed out in every direction.
And Stanley no longer had the upper hand as far as being able to operate on rough roads, because there weren't as many rough roads anymore.
Sure. Mike's going to talk a little bit about his cars, and he's going to explain a little difference in the condensing steamer and the non-condensing steamer. Mike?
The cars you've seen so far are both non-condensing cars. Now that means that they only use the water once. They boil the water, make steam, and it goes out the back end of the car with the exhaust gases from the burner. Never been restored, so it's a 1914 car, original condition, except for all the stuff that I take off every year and fix, which can be a couple of months worth in the wintertime. I live in Illinois, and we have about 6 or 9 months of winter, whatever it is there. So I take stuff apart, and whatever's in need of help the most, and I work on it to try to bring it back and drive it in the summertime like right now. By the way, 1915, steam cars are over. The game is over. Everybody's buying gas cars. So there's really no chance of steam cars succeeding to becoming, you know, a household item for many, many years to come.
The Model T was more than a motor car. It was the symbol of an industrial revolution. For mass production and the assembly line were now able to bring the price down on all sorts of products, put them within everyone's reach. Mass production also created thousands of new skills, new jobs at higher wages. And under this powerful stimulus, the nation's economy expanded enormously.